Guys, what's going on? Welcome back to a new episode of Sniper Sundays. It's currently Sunday and it is 26 past 3. I just first want to start off with saying thank you to all the new subscribers and new followers that have just come. Obviously, I was on the Trading Nut podcast a couple days ago. And that went down really well. Obviously, the podcast, if you haven't checked out the podcast, do go check that out. But a lot of you have come from the video because you saw, I flipped that £500 to 29,000. So, yeah, this is my channel where I basically give an insight to how I trade and like a taster of my predictions for the week ahead. So obviously, I only give a couple of my trades and I don't give like a midweek update or anything. But if you want to get all my analysis and all my trades and everything, the member zone, the community chat, all that good stuff, then DM me on Instagram and I can give you details on that. The price will be going up soon because I literally had like another, I think it was like another 60 or 70 people join in the last, 2-3 days. So get on that while you can because I'm going to be capping numbers when it gets too many, and because I want to keep it the quality high and not just have 1,000 members. I want to keep it quality of quantity. So yeah, if you want to get involved with that, DM me and then we can talk about it and all that good stuff. So this week I've given an extra pair because I felt nice, and all you guys have come, so it's just me giving back a little bit. So we've got AUD CAD, CADJPY, Euro GBP, USDJPY and US Oil. Last week was alright. It wasn't the best week I've ever had, but I caught like 400 pips in gold, and some 100 pips here and there. But it was just a bit of a crazy week. I had so many people DMing me, so many people joining, and it's just a bit of a crazy week. So hopefully I don't know if to quiet down, but hopefully we can focus a bit more, focus up, get some trades going, and getting some good trades for the week ahead. So basically what I do is this is the chart that I've already have charted up. I'm gonna clear my chart and explain to you how I got this and take you basically step by step with the explanations of how to get your charts like mine. Okay, if you want all my settings and my fib levels and all that stuff, you can get that within my member zone also, so get on that while you can. Okay, cool. So AUD CAD, I'm just gonna remove my drawings. The first thing we do, you should have a favorites bar, so favorite all these tools because it's basically all the ones that you need. But to favorite it, all you got to do is press the little star, okay, and then it comes up on your thing. Okay, the first thing that we do is we use a trend line. Okay, we need to look for 1 touch, 2 touch, and okay, then we're looking for the 3rd touch to take a trade. So our 3rd touch is our magic number, and it's our highest probability of success. Okay, and then we take the Fibonacci retracement tool. So I've seen 1 touch, 2 touch, looking for the 3rd touch. I get the fib retracement tool, and it's usually the 2nd touch is where we usually fib it from, or the last significant low. So it could be from here, or it could be from here. It's up to you. Have a play around with it, see what it looks like. This is what people always ask me, like, Kane, how do I know? How do I know? Look at the difference. Okay, it's not much difference there, so you can play around. Look what fits better. Look what the EMAs are doing. If this one fits better, then go with this one, right? So let's have a look at from this. What else do we have? So fib retracement tool placed. Then we get the horizontal line, which is here, and we have a look if there's a cycle level in our kind of region. Is there a cycle level yet? 95,500, just beneath the 78.6 level. So, and you can already see it's trying to wick down to it. Do we have structure? Yeah. You got this. Look, resistance, 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 support, support. So we have that also in play. Also here, so you can see it's this kind of level. So now I can see if I deleted the fib retracement just to show you, does this line better, this Fibonacci? Okay, so it's up to you. I'm just showing you the example. This aligns better because it comes down to 71% fib, right? But even if you did it from this one, like I just said, from this significant low, then you just do it from there and it would literally be coming down to 78.6. So it doesn't make much of a difference. I'm just showing you. People say, oh, well, was it this one, this one? It doesn't really make that much of a difference. You just got to test it out yourself and see what one you like that suits better with all the other complements. So let's just say in this instance, we use this one, okay? We do our take profit all the way up to -61.8, okay? And that also aligns with the 98 cycle level perfectly. And then we have our stops just beneath, I'd say, yeah, just beneath 100%. So if you wanted to have this a bit wider, you can have your stops a bit wider, so you can have it just beneath this bit here, just to be a bit safer. And that gives you a 3.6 ratio. But if you want to have a bit tighter stop, then you can have it just down here, which is a 5 ratio. But let's just say I have it there just in case. And this is what it's looking like. So what do we have? You got the 8-hour EMA, which has been above since like it's been respecting the 8-hour EMA since April 8th. Okay, and now it's obviously August. So it's coming down to 8-hour EMA. It's touching the 4-hour EMA also, and it's had a pin bar or hammer candle, whatever you want to call it, off the rejection of 4-hour time frame off the EMA. We have the psych level, we have the trend line, we have a golden fib zone, we have structure. So we have like 5 confidences here to take along right now. So basically, what I said to the guys was, I want to see 3 4-hour ejections from this zone. Yeah, and I want to see it maybe like actually wick down to our psych level. It's 95,500. And we can get a snipe from this. So I'll be looking for 3. So we've already had 1. I'll be looking for another 2, hammers or dojis or spinning tops from this level, and then we can look for a long to the upside. Okay. So we waited for the retracement down to here, which has happened, and now we're looking for the rejection to give us the confirmation that's going to go to the upside. Okay. So this is a 254 pip move and a 3.3 ratio. If you want to have a bit of a wider stop, if you want a tighter stop, then it's more of like a 5 ratio. So it's up to you. But 3.5 is still good. Anything above a 3 is what I take. I don't take anything less than 3, but it's still looking really good. So that's AUD CAD. Next we have CADJPY. So if I go onto the daily time frame, this is what it's looking like, just so it's a bit clearer to you. This is what it's looking like right now. Okay, so let me clear this and then I can show you how I got this. So we remove drawings. First thing we do is the trend line. I can see there's 1 touch here, 2 touch here. Okay, and I can also see that there was 1 touch here and kind of like 1, 2, 3 kind of like hits here, right? So I can place that there as well. What's the next thing that we do? Fib retracement. It's literally you'll get used to it, but I need to drill it into your minds because because you need to understand that this is the method that we need to do. Okay, cool. So that's placed. Now next thing we do is get the horizontal line, and we see if there's a psych level in between our golden fib zone. Yeah, there is 79,500. Okay. Okay, cool. And then we get our rectangle, pull it across to give us a little region that we're looking at of interest that we're looking at. Pull that across, cool. And then we go down to like the 8-hour time frame if you want to, and make it a bit neater and have a short position there. Have our stops above the 100%, and I'll take profit all the way down to the -61.8. So that's a 3.75 ratio and 348 pip move to the downside. So we also have the weekly EMA coming in. So the weekly is even more significant than the 8-hour or the daily. Okay, because the weekly is like super powerful. So you can see here it came up to it and then rejected and went all the way down like 300 pips. So basically what I'm thinking is, if price can come back into our pink zone and have 3 4-hour ejections, then I'll be looking for a short, and I'll be looking for a short also off the weekly EMA. Hopefully it can tap it. And so we also have, so the confidences we have is descending trend line, break and retest of this ascending trend line here, cool. And then we have this like massive liquidity resistance zone going across. You can even say this is like a left shoulder, head, right shoulder. So that's 3. Weekly EMA, golden fib zone, which is 5, and then psych level, which is 6. So you got all those confluences to take a short here. But as I said, we need to wait. Hopefully I want to see this come down and meet. So if I was to do something like this and draw it like something like this, and then it can meet it or something, and then it can reject it. So something like that. So we got all those confluences to take a short here, and that's what I'm looking for the week ahead. Delete the line. But yeah, so you just got to keep practicing this, keep practicing, because that's the only way you're gonna get better at it. I've been doing this. I've been doing this for thousands of hours, even probably 10,000 hours, probably around that now, doing just all this. That's why I can just look at a chart and get it straight away. So that's CADJPY. EURGBP, I literally did this last week. It's still the same. It's finally had its retracement, and now we're looking for the reaction from this zone. So this is what it's looking like right now, and I'm gonna delete it and show you how I got it. Remove drawings. First thing we do is get a trend line. Okay, 1 touch there, looking for the 2 touch, which is here. See, 2 touch, and then we're looking for the 3rd touch to take a trade. Have we had the 3rd touch? Yeah, it's come to 3rd touch. Yeah, just because it's just a bit beneath it doesn't really mean that much to me. The next thing we do is we fib it from the last significant low to the last significant high, which is there to there, because you can see, look, you just have it, pull it across, cool. And it's still above it's closed above the EMA, and it's still respecting our golden fib zone. Okay, is there a cycle level? Yep, 90, closed above that as well. Is it structure? Yeah, look, resistance, 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 support, support. Again, I mean, I can't write this. It just works. Okay, like, you got to understand this. Cool. So that's that, and then we can go down to the 8-hour time frame and have a little look at what's going on here. So even on the 8-hour time frame, it's closed as a spinning top, which is really, really nice. And even on the 4-hour, it's closed as a spinning top and a kind of a spinning top formation. So I think I said to the guys, I want to see like 3 8-hour rejections from here before we take a trade. So I'll be looking for, 3, a hammer candle or a spinning top or a doji candle from our zone, which is, we're in the zone right now. So yeah, that is going to be a 3.5 ratio and or I think that'll be a bit more actually, 3.64 ratio and 285 pip move to the upside. So if we can see that rejection, okay, so we got the ascending trend line, we got structure, we got our golden fib zone, we've got our psych level 0.9000, we've got the daily EMA, and if we can see candle rate rejection, that'd be 6 confidences to take a trade. So we have all these reasons to take a trade, right? And this has been respecting the daily EMA since back in May. So hopefully we can see some reaction from here and then push to the upside, push like this. That's what we're looking for, okay? Next one we have is USDJPY. Okay, so this is what it's looking like currently. So we're looking for a sell, and I'm going to basically explain this to you right now. So first thing we do is obviously remove drawings, and I can see there's one touch here, okay, and then here's the 2 touches here. So let's draw the line, okay, 1 touch, 2 touch, and then the next thing we do is we draw we can go down to 8-hour time frame, and we can draw the fib from the last significant high to last significant low. So as I said again, this, you could do it from here, you could do it from here. It's up to you. You can see what aligns better. So if I do it from here to here, where does this come to? Let's have a look at daily again. Okay, if I get my horizontal line, is there a cycle level? Okay, we have that 106,500 just here. Is it anything important? Yeah, look, support, 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 resistance, resistance, resistance. See what I mean? So you can see this has been a significant level all the way back from October 2019. Okay, that is what structure is. It's just, previous support, previous acting as resistance, or previous resistance acting as support. Okay, so this was previous support, now acting as resistance. So we're looking for price to come back in this region, have its rejections off the EMA and the trend line on all these conferences, and then and only then do we take it short. Okay, so just look, my trade very logically. That's how I trade. It's more to do with reasons. It's not just guessing. We don't guess. We don't try and trade the news. I don't do any of that stuff. So that's a 4 ratio and a 428 pip move to the downside. Okay, and for entries, I'll probably be looking for like 3-4 hour rejections from the zone. And why am I saying that? Because look here, what happened before it sold off. Okay, shooting star, spinning top, spinning, doji, doji, doji. So that's 4 rejections, and then what happens? Sell off. Here, you keep seeing it again and again. Even here, like, you had like a shooting star, doji, and then a shooting star, and then it had a little sell off. So yeah, I'm looking for 3-4 hour rejections from the zone. If we see that form, then I'll be looking to enter short with the guys, and I'll be updating it for them and all that stuff within the zone. Obviously, you guys don't get that because YouTube's just free stuff. So, yeah, that's what I'm looking for. So I'm even gonna put an alert here, so when price does come to this point, then I know that I get an alert to my phone, and I can come back to the chart and I can look for the rejections and a sell. So what do we have? What do we have here? We have daily EMA, we have descending trend line, we have structure, we have a golden fib zone, we have 106,500 cycle level, and candlestick rejection if we see it. So let's wait and see how this plays out. This is like looking at probably one of my favorites of the week ahead. And yeah, the 4 ratio is really, really nice as also. Cool. Last but not least, we have oil. So last week, I'm not here to like lie to anyone or just show my profits or just show my wins all the time. I took a 1% loss on oil. It is what it is. Even though I made 400 pips on gold, I made it all back anyway. But it's part of the game. It's part of Forex. You're not always going to win everything, and I'm okay with admitting that. So oil was bullish, and I wanted to take a trade on this. but what happened was it's now changed structure and now it's created a new. So this was the last higher low, and now it's created a new lower low. So I think this market structure has changed, and this is what currently what my analysis is looking like, and I'm going to explain this to you right now. So if I move drawings and I go, what's the first thing we do? Trend line. So it can go from up here, but one touch, two touch is what we look for. So if you want to go from there, fine. It doesn't make that much of a difference. But I like doing it from one. I don't like having like 5, 6, 7, 8 touches. I just like going 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, and looking for the third touch. Fibonacci from the last significant high to last significant low, which is there. So look, that's the last significant low. And then we get a horizontal line and have a look if there's a cycle level. Yep, look, 41.0. Okay, is this a massive resistance or liquidity zone? Yes. Resistance, 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 support, support, support. Okay, this is like a left shoulder, head, right shoulder also, which is a reversal pattern, which I also trade. See, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Neckline is here. See, this is the neckline. Here, neckline came back, gonna retest as a right shoulder and breakthrough. So let's wait and see what happens with this. Short position. Yeah. There. So this is looking like, even if you have your stop just a bit higher, just to like clear this kind of zone here, that's the 4.2 ratio, and a 409 pip move to the downside. So all the confidences we have here, we have the 4-hour EMA, we have a golden fib zone with a cycle level 41, we have structure or liquidity zone, same kind of thing. So that's 4, and then candlestick rejection if we see it. So I'll be looking for 3, 4-hour rejections from our pink zone, and kind of this kind of zone right here. So if we can see those 3, 4-hour rejections, and only then, not before. So if there's only 2 and then you take a short and you get stopped out, that's not I don't teach that. That's not what I teach. If it's just blast the upside and just doesn't even have any rejections, then it's invalid straight away. So I'm only saying this is valid if it has those rejections and it has the slowdown, right? Then we will look for that short from this position. We'll look for the downside. So that's what I'll be looking for the coming week. So we have all those confluences on each of these pairs, and I've selected these to show you. And yeah, it looks like some really nice setups the week ahead. But yeah, as I said, if you guys want all my charts and more in-depth analysis, plus the weekly update on Wednesday, which is like a 20-minute video of me doing an update on these pairs and even more charts. You also get access to some community chat, which is 170 something members now. Can't remember on top of my head. And there'll probably be over 200 or around 200 after this week's done. So you get community chat. We can chat to people that we help each other out, share charts, talk about brokers, talk about anything. Just have a community to be part of, and an honest community that actually want to help you, because there's so many bad people out there in this FX world, and I'm just here to just actually help people. And if I wasn't here to help people, I wouldn't be making these videos. I don't have to do this, and I actually want to help people. And if you want to be part of the community, I'd love for you to be part of my community, because if you look at any of the reviews and stuff, the reviews speak for itself. I don't need to sell it to you, and it's all for a really cheap price per month. So it's like happy days, everyone wins. So yeah, if you guys want to get involved with that, DM me and I'll reply to you. But yeah, I just want to say another thank you to all you guys for supporting me and for all the lovely messages. But if you are new here, do subscribe, do leave it a like if you like the video, and leave a little comment. What's your favorite setup for the week ahead? And yeah, I hope you all have a good week on the markets, and I'll be catching you next Sunday.